Alright, we're back with Digimon Worlds Redigitize, Decode, Randomized, Part 2. Yeah, so let's just keep going. I don't remember much. I think I recorded Part 1 a couple weeks ago. Oh my god! Oh my god! Off to such a good start! Oh, Biomon is huge for no reason! Awesome. No notes. Fantastic. So I remapped my controller a little bit. Oh my god, I forgot about fucking Newmon's fucking portrait, dude. Why does he have teeth? Oh my god. I've never realized that before, but I think the worst part about Newmon is his fucking teeth. It shouldn't have teeth. Yeah, I messed with my controls so that the right stick and LNR both control LNR. Digitorin is so fucking huge, dude. Oh my god. Alright. Like I said, I'm gonna be skipping through most of the cutscenes here because I've played this game a bunch of times. So if you're looking for a new, if you're looking for a true playthrough, you should search my other playthroughs on YouTube. This is mostly just for the randomizer shenanigans, and then when the plot earns my attention, it'll have it, but I've read the beginning a lot, so. Holy shit, dude. They're so big. That's so good. I don't... Oh, the Digimon is also big. Gargemon is small. Look at this little tiny Gargemon. I love this. Fantastic. You know, I want to check on... Oh, so I did this, by the way. So I can do that on the fly, which is nice. I think I had that last time, though. I want to know what my prospects are for Numemon. Will it even tell me? I don't think it tells you in-game. It's not till next order, I don't think. Well, shit. Fuck. My stats are okay. They're not great. They're just okay. But I also don't really know what I would need for them to be better. I should look that up. I think I have this open. Oh no, this is from next order. I had it. Oh, you know what happened? I had, when I was doing a bunch of stuff, I had a thing that crashed. I lost an open tab I had that had all the Digimon stuff. Decoded Digivolution Guide. That's next order. I played too many Digimon games. Digimon World. Decode. Let Google fill it in. They'll figure it out. They'll get me where I need to go. Alright, yes, good. This is actually a really good guide for this. Numemon. Where are you? There you are. Numemon evolves into Monzemon or Adamon. I did know that. Oh, right. I guess I was going to do that training. Adamon is, like, seemingly much more difficult to get than Monzemon. But actually, I mean, actually, both of them aren't that hard. Let me move that over here. Let's pull up Citra again. Let's see. So they both need 2800 attack, or sorry, 2800 HP. So I should aim for that. And then they both need around 1200 MP, which I've met, so that's good. Attack 180 or 220. I'd like to get my attack up anyway, so that's not that bad. I'll just aim for 220. Defense 250 or 240. Honestly, since that's high for both of them, I might just ignore that. So if we get, because HP we only need what, like 120 more, give it, or 1,200, whatever. So that's basically only like 100 more. MP we already have, so that's 1. Attack is only a little bit up. Speed is 160 for Monzemon or 350 for Edamon. So I'll have to think about that one. So I mean, I can lock down 3 of them, and then Intelligence is 160 or 180, which isn't that far at all. So we just need to aim for 180. Mistake is 0 or 2 or more. 0 for Monzemon, 2 or more for Edamon. Weight is 33 for Edamon, 48 for Monzemon. What is my weight now? 36. Oh, that's not bad at all. We can probably get to 48. Monzemon wants battles. They both want techs. Decode has to be 18 or 15, which we don't have. We only need 5. So if I go HP, MP, attack, intelligence, and weight, that should be enough. I think that's probably the easiest way to do this. But I gotta get some fattening foods, because I don't think I have a good way to like really beef them up, other than just like to shove meat in their mouth. Okay, I mean also I could just like wander outside and just see what I can find. Yeah, let's go back. I feel like the camera is like whipping around. It's like going a little fast for me. Of course you have to go. Of course you do. It doesn't. It's not as precise as I want it to be. But again, it's supposed to be LNR, so I can't be that surprised, I suppose. Yeah, so I think I'll work on HP first, and then we'll do attack. I think HP will also work with defense, but that's not really what I'm training, unfortunately. Actually, I should do this in the order that makes most sense. Hold on. So that gives speed up. Speed I'm not really going to train. This gives brains up and MP, which I don't really need. This is MP, and defense we don't need MP. Speed and HP up. That's probably a good... No, because I'm not training speed either. I think defense might be the best one. Or HP and attack. Actually, this is pretty good. This will train my attack up a bit too as I go. So giant roulette seems like the most effective. And then defense, I'm also not going for... I could go for defense. Defense probably isn't that hard. Let's do HP first. This is the most economical to try first. I'm gonna do normal because it's, you know, I just don't want to stress about it too much. I should eat strength boosting food, but I don't know where I can find it. But yeah, I think I'll just do this until I meet the requirements for an ultimate, and then we should be able to go through most of the early areas in the game after that while we wait for time to pass. Because it's not gonna give it to me right away. Oh god, the controls are always different. So I swapped it. The controls are supposed to be square for oh yeah, you know what? I'll give you this Digitize thing. The controls are supposed to be square to open the menu and then triangle to swap between the menus, but I don't really like that, so I'm not doing it. Oh, I don't have any fucking meat, dude. Okay. Do we have any bits? We have a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go buy meat, and I'm gonna go sell those Digivolution cores. Because I suspect we'll be able to find them again. And I'll go back to training. But yeah, it's good to be back in Digimon. It's been a while. I made the first video as kind of like a one-off, and I felt bad because I announced on the schedule, but then I had to pull it back because I got my dates wrong. But it's good. I think I'm more excited to play this now than I was before, because I was playing a lot of Next Order when I was also doing that, and I'm still gonna play Next Order for streams and stuff, but it's different now. I can't get over how big Digimon is. It's so fucking funny. I hope that when they digivolve, they keep it as well. Let's split up, I guess. I don't know what I normally pick. Truly wasn't really paying attention. This is ultimately worthless. This is one of those things where it's like, I feel like I see this a lot in games, where they start with something, where they're like, oh man, which of these two are you going to pick? And then they never do it again. Never again are they like, yeah, you should pick a side. I think this game does it a couple more times, but it's one of those weird things where it's like, they have an idea, but then they don't implement it that much in the game. I always find that very strange. I'm just going to buy as much as I can, because I know I'm going to use it. Oh, I keep hitting square, because that's what it is in Next Order. Okay. That's fine, I'll get used to it. What else was I going to say though? Yeah, I took a little break. So I'm currently releasing, at the time of recording, I think up to part 5 of Breath of the Wild is out. Which is going to be, I think, a 23 or 24 part series. And I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Carlos and I have had a ton of fun recording it. It should do pretty well with Tears of the Kingdom going up after it. I was initially, and I have to admit this to you guys because it's important, but initially I was a little worried about how low the views and the engagement were for it. So I was like, holy shit, I've dedicated so much. I've dedicated like a month to this. You know, I feel like I can't sell the Platinum Numon one. But I can sell Cubimon. And I can sell Marimon. Just to reiterate what I said before, I kind of think that this is going to be one of those playthroughs where money isn't really an issue. But, that's just one of the trade-offs. There's not much I can do about that with randomized items. We're going to get so much, like, just random shit everywhere. I also don't think that the mail is randomized. And a lot of the better rewards you get through the mail, so we'll see. But yeah, I was a little worried about how it was doing, but I think it'll do better in 2 ways. One, I think it'll do better for new viewers to the channel. Viewers who just kind of like found me from one game or another and like, oh, Breath of the Wild, cool. I think it'll do better as we get closer to Tears of the Kingdom, because we're currently like a little bit, like maybe like 3 weeks out. I think once we get down to 2 weeks, it'll be a little bit more impressive. And I also think that when I inevitably do like a full playthrough giant video thing, I think that'll do pretty well. It's just a matter of I have to get it out there, so I have to release it to do that. So that's just one of those things. That's all right though. It basically gave me a week off because I was able to. I haven't recorded anything for I think about a week. I think I recorded like one video with Carlos in that time, but I haven't done anything on my own because I've just played video games. Playing a ton of video games. I've platinumed I think I've honestly lost count. 7 or 8 games in like a week, which is impressive. I'm finally back below. I'm finally back in the top 13,000 trophy hunters in the world, which is pretty cool. I was hovering around like 13,200 for a while because I've been slacking off. So it's good to be back. It's good to be back among kings, queens, and non-binary fiends. I couldn't think of anything else to rhyme with king or queen. I'm sorry. And but it's good to be back among greatness, and yeah, that's cool. And then I've been in the top 3,000 for the U.S. for a while though, but that's not as impressive, I don't think. Yeah. So what did I platinum? I platinum Binding of Isaac Repentance for PS5 earlier in the month, which took me a very long time to do. I did that, and I did. What was the next game I platinumed? I got Resident Evil 4 Remake for PS5. That was a lot of fun. Then I went and did Inscription, which I've been working on for a while. I do all the Casey's Mod trophies, if you know anything about Inscription. I did that. I did Ape Academy 2, which is like Mario Party with Ape Escape characters. It was a PSP game, but it released on PS Plus Essentials, or whatever it's called. So I did that. What else did I do? After that, I went and finished Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which I thought was really good, but got kind of boring because I was way overpowered. It's my own fault. What else? So I did that. I'm forgetting all the games. It's been so many games. Oh, I did Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, which sounds like a fake game, but is real, I promise. That was a very quick, like, 4-hour romp. I did Valhalla, VA-11, like the cyberpunk dystopian bartending visual novel. That took like a day. It was a pretty good game. I went into it with kind of lower expectations, but I ended up really enjoying it. I'm definitely looking forward to the sequel. I did Final Fantasy 1 as part of the Pixel remaster. That was a lot of fun. I played the original Final Fantasy a couple years ago on an emulator. I played the PS1 version in just on my computer, and it was a good time. I was like, oh, I get it. I get where all the hype comes from, and I get why this kind of started a whole series. I think it's aged pretty well, but I also I went into it with expectations of I'm playing a 30 or 40-year-old game. I need to put my expectations at the door. You eat so much, dude. Relax. But I think that worked out. So I did that. What else did I do? I should actually look at a list. Hold on. We're gonna get there. We can get my own profile. Give me a second. Oh, I also did a Dodgeball Academia. That was fun. It's it's a shorter kind of game where you go to a school for dodgeball. It's very fun. A lot of great jokes in that. A lot of good puns and stuff. It's a fun little game though. It took me a while because I wasn't really vibing to it the first time I picked it up, but I forced myself to go back to it and really enjoyed it. So, some cool stuff. Hey, what's going on here? Alright, if you haven't seen what I'd approach him with caution, I'm counting on you. Oh, right, I have to stay up late to see who's charring the meat. It's Tyrannomon, right? Yeah, so let me just recap that. So, Binding of Isaac at the beginning of the month, then I did Resident Evil last week, Ape Academy 2, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, DBZ Kakarot, Valhalla, Dodgeball Academy, Dodgeball Academia, and Final Fantasy 1. Currently working on Final Fantasy 2, because I've never played it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm hoping I enjoy it a lot. It's been a good time. So, I I like how different they are, because that's one of the main reasons I want to kind of go through the first 6 Final Fantasies. Is one, I've only played one, so I kind of am missing a chunk of that. My Final Fantasy history is very strange, where I've beaten the shit out of 10. I played a little bit of 11, like the very bare minimum. I played a fuck ton of 12. I have missing 1 trophy in 13, and I hate 13. It's for all the weapons and accessories. It's a very annoying trophy. But I'm missing that. But I platinum 13-2, which I think is the best of the 13 series, and then 13-3 was just whatever. And then I've platinumed 14, the original version, but I've played a fuck ton of 14. I'm behind on Endwalker. I played the release of Endwalker, but I haven't played any of the patches since. I'm gonna go back to that eventually. Once they've added some more stuff, because I gotta avoid spoilers. 15 I've platinumed twice, once in my region and I've platinumed the EU version as well. And I'm very excited for 16. So basically, before 16 comes out, I want to get through 1 through 6. Because I've played 7 Remake, but I haven't played the original 7. I've tried to play it, God, dozens of times. My file on PS3, I'm on disc 2, and that's the furthest I've ever gotten. Or, I'm sorry, my file on PS4. I've gotten to the second disc, but that's like the furthest I've ever gotten. I have to go back to it, though. I will platinum it eventually. I've played 8 before. I think I got to the second disc of 8 as well, but I stopped playing for whatever reason. I've never tried 9, and I've tried all the earlier Final Fantasies, but couldn't really get into them. But now that there's trophies and and comprehensive guides out for them, in the context of the trophies, I'm pretty okay with it. So yeah, looking forward to seeing it. I can tell you my first biggest observation, which I think is very interesting, is that Final Fantasy 1 is not a Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy 1 is basically just Dungeons & Dragons the game, and I feel like not a lot of people know that. I can definitely see why you wouldn't know that. But every single monster, and I do mean every single one in Final Fantasy 1, is a D&D monster. They're ripped straight out of the monster manual, which is kind of wild. But yeah, it's there's monsters that I've only ever heard of as being really obscure D&D monsters that are in Final Fantasy, and they don't do anything that they do in D&D. They're just basically just monster designs or recolors and reskins that just do a couple different things. There's the one that I remember specifically, and I think the reason I didn't notice this before was that I wasn't as familiar with D&D before. I know a cursory amount. I'm still not an expert or anything. I wouldn't even say I'm the average I've played D&D since then. I played for maybe half a year to a year, somewhere in between there, but we stopped because of COVID. I've watched a lot of Critical Role. I'm up to the Dragon Saga in Critical Role. Season 1. I've watched nothing else. I've watched a couple episodes of Fantasy High and Dimension 20. So I know an okay amount of D&D, enough to be hey, wait a minute. The big one that I always think of is, or the one that I use as an example, is you can fight were-tigers and a Rakshasa, or Rakshasa, in Final Fantasy 1, and those are definitely D&D monsters. Specifically the Rakshasa, I think that's how it's pronounced, because that was a minor villain in Season 1. I don't even think they've dealt with it completely yet. But it was a recurring villain in Season 1 of Critical Role, or Campaign 1, I should say. Yeah, it's interesting that they basically just ripped every single monster in Final Fantasy 1 out of... Oh, he's so cute! He's bite-sized! He's little tiny Tyrannomon! Oh my god, he's adorable. And he does his laugh? I'm sorry, wait, he does his clap? Did I not notice that before? Wait, is this just his Cyber Sleuth model? I guess that makes sense, right? Because this is the game that came out before Cyber Sleuth. But he does his little clap celebration thing. Oh my god, that's amazing, Tyrannomon. Alright, can't wait to see the look on their faces in the morning. Keep observing. But I made it look really tasty. Drool. No, I have to control myself. I'm doing this so everyone can enjoy delicious meat. Hey, what are you doing? He's so tiny! Oh, he's so cute. It's rookie Tyrannomon. I want it. It's so good. It does kind of go to... It does... It does kind of show you that there's a lot of dinosaur Digimon that if you just make them smaller, they're like automatically look like a rookie. You look at this, I grilled the meat. Everyone's gonna enjoy how tasty it is now. Looks a bit overdone. Huh? Really? It's so dark it's kinda hard to tell. Maybe I got the firepower wrong? Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. From now on I'll try to be more careful with the amount of fire I use. Please forgive me. He's so fucking cute. Order the meat field firefighter medal. Oh boy. Cool. I think I've got one more training to do to get the Tyrannomon. Yeah, I think Tyrannomon was one of the ones that was added for Decode. It's kind of crazy to think that Tyrannomon was not in the base version. I think of him as like a Digimon World staple. He's the Digimon that you get instead of Greymon when you're training your first Digimon. Okay, it's getting in there before you want to fall asleep. That should be good. That took a surprising amount to train his HP. It's only going up by 70, so I imagine it's not like one of his specialties. I hope Numon's not that hard to train on all of his stats, because this is gonna be a while. But yeah, I've had a decent time off. I feel like I'm rested enough to record some more videos. But yeah, what I was gonna say about the Breath of the Wild thing is that it basically gave me a couple weeks to, like, you know, record in the darkness. Basically record on my own without trying to meet deadlines and stuff like that. Like, I'll use Metabots as the example. There are 3 parts of Metabots, and I would usually record the part like a week in advance. I don't really have to do that right now. I can just take my time and get to it when I feel like it. I feel like I make better videos when I record them when I just feel like it and when I'm not, like, up against the clock. The problem is, to run a successful YouTube channel, you need to kind of go against the clock sometimes. It is a catch-22, but that's why I do things like this, where I can take a little break. Or sometimes I do those full videos because it buys me an extra day, and it's content that's already created, so I don't have to, like, do anything extra. I just have to slap them together. So, you know, just giving you a little insight into my mind, how my process works. Wow, still 7, huh? Yikes, this is gonna be a problem. Let me pull it back up. So we met the HP requirement. We met the MP requirement. Attack, we've met it for Monzemon. Edamon is 220. So this is basically just in case. I want to hit both of them just in case. Weight we've met for Edamon. I think we'll probably hit the weight for Monzemon because he's eating a ton of fucking meat. Let me see. I feel like as soon as I got used to pressing square to bring up the menu, I changed it on myself because I'm a fucking moron. Yeah, we're gonna hit the weight, no problem. So that's that'll be 4 out of 5 requirements. Then I just need to get intelligence up to 180, and then we'll hit either of them. Yeah, that'll work. The note for the Digivolution is evolves from Chumon and your bad decisions. This is going to be how I find out if the evolutions are randomized or not, because they're supposed to be randomized. And what I mean by that is they're supposed to be where any Digimon can evolve into any other Digimon, like, of the appropriate level. I fucked that up. So the problem becomes, or the problem arises when, if I only get Edamon or Monzemon, then I wonder if it's actually randomized or not. That's the thing I'm worried about. Alright, one more. That's when I'm like, okay, so I got a random starter and nothing else. Because that could be an issue. Alright, so I just gotta raise intelligence now, which I'm sure Numon will be very forthwith about and won't be annoying at all. I gotta buy more meat too. God, he eats so much. Wild. Just wild. Okay. Where are brains again? Are they over here? I think they are. God, Numon is really difficult to train. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. I didn't even see the stat boost. I was checking my phone. Whoops. Also, I'm only showing training the first time, by the way. I know this is people go back and forth on whether they want to see this in the video or not, but I tend to train the first one because it's early enough in the game where I don't really want you to miss anything. Like, it'd be a little weird if I started part 2 and I was like, okay, and here's the ultimate. Like, that's not, you know, that's not good content. But after you've seen it once, you don't really need to see it again. Unless it's, like, pretty easy to do. Unless I'm like, okay, I only need a little bit more. Yeah, fuck, dude. He sucks to train. All of his stat boosts are only +7. This is taking forever. What do I need for this? I need, what am I trying to get to? 180? I think well, he also has a happiness requirement, which is 80 or more. I think I've met that. Or I'm close to it. I'm trying to think here. So let me do the math. 7, and we're at, what are we at? Okay, we're at 141. So to get to 80, I need 39. 7, I think, when does 7 go to 42? I forget. No, isn't 7 times 9 45? That doesn't sound right. No. 7 times 9 is 63. Why can't I math today? 28 to 35, and then 42 is 6. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so I gotta train 6 more times. Shit. That's a lot. That's a lot. Alright, let's go buy food. Should probably rest while I'm out and about too. And I can talk with, Budmon, or whatever that Digimon's name is, about the Tyrannomon. I wish the restaurant was open. I'm a little worried about opening the restaurant. As I've mentioned before, I'm a little worried about how Maramon's request is going to go. I wonder if he'll ask for the randomized item, or if he'll still ask for green mushrooms. Boy, I hope not. Thank you. I would like more, yeah. I don't know, man. What's a good number? Like 30? Okay. You caught the culprit. Running each side they're filled. Thank you. When he grows up, we'll be sure to return the favor. Okay, so that's probably how Budmon digivolves. I know there's a couple in-train Digimon that you have to basically, like, hold their hand till they digivolve. That's one thing I'm not as big of a fan of this game for. Like, I like that there's more Digimon. I like that they add them to, like, the city. It's just that the tracking for them is a little bit weirder. So that's where I'm kind of, like, a little more uncertain about them. Where's the next one? I know there's one in the restaurant that you, like, need to progress to. I don't know when he's available, though. I'm trying to remember all of them. I think there's one in like, the hallway here. Maybe it's this Urimon? Like, some of them are from the base game, and some of them aren't. I think this one turns into Blackbird Garurumon, right? Okay, maybe not. Some of them just give fucking beginner shit. This is what I mean. This is why I'm like... Why am I trying to talk to all of them when they just give me, like, tutorial messages? Some of them are real and some of them aren't. Yeah, I think I need to open the restaurant first. That makes sense. I hope that it's not gated purely by Maramon. Like, I hope other Digimon can still do it. Can you rest in the tower? I vaguely remember being able to do something like that. Can you just rest on, like, the bench? We'll see. Yeah, so I'm probably going to play more Final Fantasy 2 in my downtime. And then I'm going to move on to 3, 4, 5, 6. They all seem to be pretty easy platinums. I was a little worried. They do basically require you to 100%, but they don't, like, they're not that strict about it. Why did I think you could rest on this bench? Like, they, The big trophies in that game are get every single treasure chest, which sounds bad, especially when you see that there's like 250 in each game. And to complete the bestiary, which means to fight every single monster available in the game. The only one that was a problem with in 1, there's a secret super boss in Final Fantasy 1, where in the second to last dungeon, in the final area only, he has a 3 in 64 chance of spawning. Which is wild. that's insane. It's the Warmech. I think he hits hard in the final boss, or on par with the final boss. So imagine just finding him normally. Like, I don't know why they didn't just make him like an NPC just like sitting on the side. I don't know why he's a wild spawn. But he was kind of tough to spawn. I was trying to spawn him for a while with my girlfriend, kind of chilling. Then she left to go meet up with a friend. And the second she left, I found him. Which I was like, wow, you're bad luck. Another one was the Iron Golem in the last dungeon. He's kind of tough to spawn, but not that bad. Other than that, it was pretty standard. It was pretty easy. I think I did it in like a day. That's a pretty easy platinum. And I'm pretty proud of that one. Then Final Fantasy 2 should also be tough. I'm excited to get through the Final Fantasies too. I know everyone's favorite is, or the two big favorites I should say, are 4 and 6. 6 is like a JRPG must. A lot of people stand by 6, and a lot of people really liked 4 as well. The only downside is that it doesn't have some of the extra versions. Like, it's not the... Like, I think the GBA version of 1 and 2 had, like, some extra stuff in it. Like, I think you could fight, like, Gilgamesh in, from Final Fantasy V and, you know, a bunch of others. I think you could fight him in Final Fantasy 1 in the GBA version. And I think in 4 has, like, another separate thing that reminds me of Persona, like, FES. What's the after years? So if I like 4 enough, I'm gonna have to look up the after years and play that separately. That shouldn't be too hard to come across. I think it's PSP only. It's either the PSP or it's no, I think it's PSP. And then I know there are upgraded versions of I think 4 and 3. 3 had an upgraded version with the DS, and then 4, I think the mobile version, they used like polygonal graphics instead of sprites. But I don't really care about that. I'm just trying to get the story, man. I'm just trying to play these greats. And I want to go through in order too, because I want to know. I want to see the changes they went from game to game. Like I want to see what they tried and what's stuck and what's like a Final Fantasy staple. Oh, but I was talking about how in Final Fantasy 1, all the monsters are just D&D monsters. It's not until like Final Fantasy 2 where they start introducing a lot of those like iconic monsters. Like I think 2 is when they introduce chocobos. 2 is when they introduce bombs, and I think behemoths too. Just like those like genuinely classic Final Fantasy monsters. So, but yeah, also playing the original 6 will let me see more references to them. Like if they're referenced in later Final Fantasies, if they're referenced in other games, it's just cool. I just like opening up my mind, my brain box, that kind of stuff. I think it's really cool. I'm also a big fan of the music. There's a lot of really good themes in the Final Fantasy series, and I'm excited to go through them all. I already have, like... I have an encyclopedic knowledge of the themes from Final Fantasy X. I know a lot of them from 12. I know a lot of them from 13, in the 13 series. 14, I have a near encyclopedic knowledge, or I do for some of them. Like, I know, like, every 14 theme up until, like... I guess up until Endwalker, and then I only know, like, a couple. But I guess until Shadowbringers. I think Shadowbringers I only like 1 or 2. And then 15 I know a good amount of the themes, but then it's after that I start to get a little, or it's not covering those ones that I start to get a little fuzzy. Alright, we meet the brain requirement, we meet the attack requirement, we meet the HP, MP requirement, we meet the weight requirement. Should be good. We should just be able to digivolve when the time comes. How old am I? 5 days old, okay. I don't remember what it is for ultimates, but we should be fairly close. We'll get to work though. Cool. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. So I made sure I hit those requirements. That is the game. This is what you wanted. But yeah. Am I going green from Digimon behind me? I can't tell. It's like a weird glow on the back of Arena. I can't tell if it was just the area or if it was Numon. Alright, let's go fuck up Vitamix or whatever the fuck his name is. I guess we can get Tsukaimon while we're here too. There's Digitorin. Any items kind of running around? Oh my god, we just left! What do you mean? I hate you. I think there's one if we push forward. There's one like way in the corner, but I'm not gonna deal with that. What I should do is I should buy some potties in the autopilot since I have them. I think I have enough healing items for the moment. We'll see. I could eat my words. I think if I get Elecmon or I'm sorry, if I get Edamon or Monzaemon, then I'll assume the evolution didn't work for some reason, even though other things clearly worked. But then I'll just use the evolution items that I find instead. That seems like a fair compromise. Oh, you can't really buy any of these. My money is very low. Like, I felt bad for selling those evolution items, then I saw the prices of things, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I don't feel bad. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's Maybelline. But, yeah. I'm surprised I'm going through so many JRPGs. I want to go through, I still want to do Persona 3 and 4. The remaster, whatever you want to call them, for PS4 and PS5. But I don't know if I'm going to play those after I get through these Final Fantasy. Because 1 is pretty quick. I think 2 is also pretty quick. I think they start getting a little more lengthy after that. So I don't know if I'll have the endurance to go through that many JRPGs back to back. Not to mention, Tears of the Kingdom comes out on the 12th. So whatever RPGs I play, I have to get them on my system before the 12th. Because I think I'm going to be playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom. Alright, we definitely meet the happiness requirement now, too. So we meet multiple requirements. I don't see any items, but I don't know if this is the draw rate. I did see an item behind Betamon, which is why I walked this way. Oh, cool. I feel much better now. Not only am I dealing crazy amounts of damage, I'm not taking that much MP. A random fish? G-Snapper, okay. I keep thinking these are Hyrule herbs, but they're just fucking... they're just nothing. I wonder if I can break this rock now. Or I think I have to move out of the way for it, right? Maybe I don't. I don't know how to unlock that. Maybe it's later. You're so big. Hey, Nick. What's that over there? Let's take a look. Oh, right. This is the part where they get scared. Why would there be a bus here? Is it from the real world? I don't know. Let's find out. Gonna bang on the bus. Why is new one making noises? Stop it. Yeah, what's this? It's morning. I see. Well then, I'm getting up. Yeah, I slept really well. By the way, why was I sleeping in a place like this? No idea. See, right. I just can't seem to remember. But I feel like I was in the middle of something. What was it? Heading for the city? Was that it? I feel like it was something else. But alright, I'll return to the city then. Bye, Sukaimon. Hot take. Hot take incoming. Get ready. I think Sukaimon is a cooler design than Patamon. I'll say it. It did grow on me over time. I didn't like it when I was a kid, but I do like it more now. Speaking of Patamon, look at this huge one over here. This large lad. Get over here. I like when the setup for the battle takes longer than the actual battle. It's always a fun time. Ancient coffee. Okay. Alright. What's ancient coffee? Digi-Snapper. Fills the stomach when eaten. Seems to have an ordinary taste. Coffee that can be bought from a vending machine at the Ancient Bone Swamp. Oh. Restores fatigue and 500 MP. Great. Cool. What else am I going to do here? I guess I can go and get Kamimon and get the fishing rod real quick. I think you can do that now. I don't really remember how that quest goes. More mail? Oh my god. Crazy. Oh, I need Shumon first, right? Because I can't walk over there until I talk to Shumon. Where the fuck is he, by the way? Maybe Shumon is unlockable until after you progress in the story. It's funny that they show you Kamimon, but you can't talk to him. I do think that's a really cool idea, by the way. I'd like to see it implemented in a better way. But I think the concept is really cool. I love the idea of like there being a program where you can just walk on water, so you get to see all this stuff from like the top of the water. I think that's a super cool way to do it. I like how like I keep going to talk to her, but because like her range is her her range, but like I don't even get to like press X on her. I just get close enough and it starts a cutscene. But it's like, but it's weird because it's like so small the window where I'm like, shouldn't she grab me from like further away? Oh wow. I only have one move, so I need to get this shit working. I didn't see what it dropped. Akihio. Oh, it's Mirai. Hello, Mirai. Goodbye, Mirai. God, his stupid slurps and his, like, slimy texture sounds. They're so vivid. It's throwing me off. Oh, we got a Digivolution item. Tell me it's Edamon or Monzemon. Mystery Ray Gun. Oh, good. Even better. Even better. Alright. I have to level with you. The temptation is fucking huge right now to get our one and only DJ Vademon. However, I need to know if the evolutions are actually randomized or not. That's like my primary like directive right now is figuring out if that's true. Now, if it wasn't, then I wouldn't mind. Then I would just immediately develop to Vademon, but we gotta be careful. I wonder where that girl went. I guess it's Memorial Stella. I already know all this stuff. We're gonna go fight the weird, like, fucking demon virus that we fight like 40 times. His head reminds me of Charmander, and only his head. Like, it feels like it has the same shape, but the colors are off. I think it's the eyes. Fuck him up. Fuck him up again. Yeah. Yeah. What a hop. I wish you could get him in game. That'd be pretty cool. Pick it up. We're doing the Reno playthrough. We gotta do everything the way Reno would do it. Yep. Cool. Yep. Beginning of the game. I wish that restoring the Memorial Stella had like an effect on the actual area. Like, I wish that there was like stuff that was like corrupted before you got there, and then you restored it and everything went back to normal. I think that's my biggest problem with this game, is that it doesn't feel like I'm having an impact on the world. Because even when I add Digimon to the town just looks the same. Also, Biyomon looking up, because it's not supposed to be this big. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I feel like you don't have an impact on the world of this game. And I think that could be changed pretty easily. We got Arena appearance. This place where I don't know why the text is like that, by the way. I don't really have a good reason. Like, I can still read it, it just sucks. I just don't like reading it that way. I could use an autopilot, but we'll walk back. They're expensive. I want to save them until we need them. Arena sent me mail. Oh, what's this? What's this? Devil Chip A. Well, I wouldn't want to be rude. Evil-looking chip, which greatly increases Digimon's attack and brains. However, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, I'm sorry. You must have been under the impression that this is democracy. Try again. You turned into a Numon on me. You don't get to say anything. Or did he turn into a Numon because I was a bad trainer? Truly impossible to know. There's just no way. There's just no way to find out. That should offset this, the King Digi Bass, or what the fuck I gave you earlier. Huh. The game crashed. Crazy. You know, 3DS simulation. So unreliable. Crazy. Oh, you know what? Speaking of game crashes, you know what else I did this week that I didn't talk about? I upgraded my graphics card. I went from a 1070, I think Ti, to a... Boy, I have no idea where we last saved, by the way. Okay, wait. What are your stats at? We did a lot today. I might have to re-record that. I might have to go back and do a lot of that. Oh, your brains aren't there yet. Okay. That's fine. We had a long day. Sadly, I think that does mean that the Vademon evolution thing is probably gone. Okay, I will do this, and then I'll cut back once we've beaten the Memorial Stella. It's crazy that such a thing could happen, but you know, that's just how the Digimon world works. Sometimes data gets corrupted and you gotta go back. Yeah, I went from a 1070 Ti to a 470 Ti before, or 4070 Ti, just before I forget to bring that up again. Also, they can run these crystal clear 3DS games. That's I do it all for you. All right, where were we? I did a little bit better time this time because I knew where I was going and what I had to do and who I'm supposed to be. But yeah, it was a lot. That was a lot. It hurts extra bad because hey, cool. What's this? That's a USB. High-speed plugin. Oh boy, my favorite. It hurts because this is the one thing that I emulate. 3DS games are the only kind of games that I emulate that I can't use speed up. So it drives me insane. Because I have to do everything at normal speed, like some sort of plebeian. I think that's just an MP disc. Oh, medium MP disc. Oh, it has stars on it. That's cute. I think there's a lot of details in these items that you wouldn't normally see because they're in such a tiny menu. Whatever. Oh, this is definitely one of the, like, special chips. Blue chip. Oh, gee, yeah. I wonder what that's for. I'm going to hold on to any chips right now because I have a feeling, and I could be wrong about this, but I have a feeling that Numon is not long for this world. I feel like he may croak on me the next day, so I think this part's going to go until either he digivolves or he dies, because if I'm going to train another Digimon, I'm going to do it off screen. That's where we're currently at, though. Okay. Oh my god, you're so big. Just eclipses her. Just so stupid. I love the big group shots with Numon and giant Beomons looking up. It just makes Beomon look really stupid. It's like, huh? What? I think Galmon is a normal size, unfortunately. Yep. Yep, in we go. I feel like Beomon is the same size as the Agumon in the Digimon prequel. Like the one where Tai and Kari are like little babies. That giant ass Agumon. I still really love that as a pitch for a show. That's like a really, really strong prologue. I don't know. I still don't remember the details behind it. I don't remember if people in Japan saw that before season 1. Because I know that Our War Game and Hurricane Touchdown were bundled together as one movie for the US, but there are 3 separate things in Japan. I just don't know if they saw that before the series, because that'd be really fucking cool. Can you imagine that was your introduction to Digimon? All right, I got a lot of mail. Let's start checking it. I've been ignoring it. Next thing on, I'll wag my tail. Mail time. Yep. I'm off traveling. Hey, I'm really sorry for what happened back at the meat field. Please don't be mad at me. Anyway, I promise I won't bother anyone. How to the train garage planes. Please don't follow me there. I mean it. Okay, well, he sounds like he wants me to follow him there. We got a huge problem, I'll say. You were eating your Wheaties. Can you meet me in front of the Coliseum? Yes. And then you want me to go to Signpost Forest and Sunken Capital. That makes sense. Sukaimon gave me a Sukaimon card. Yep, that tracks. I think that's all my open stuff. Boom, boom. You know what's weird? I think it's a little... Hold on. It doesn't show Numon's portrait here. I don't know if that's part of the randomizer. Something's gone wrong. Because it also didn't show him in the preview for the game. Like when I was loading the save file. Hopefully that's not anything big. He looks so stupid. He just looks so stupid, the Garchomon. It's so good. Yeah, I'll head over to the Coliseum first. Then I guess I'll head off the railroad plains to see what Nico's up to. Yeah, he's gonna ask me to help him out. Sit still, you giant. Not really into cuckoo girls, or more than just friends. Oh, well, I actually don't care about that. What a response, by the way. Actually, we're more than friends. She's like, oh, I didn't ask. I have to go to the railroad plains for both of them. I think this is Decode content, but I'm not sure. I don't think this is in the base. I think in the original, you talk to her in the Coliseum, and then that's how you get Bergemon. But I don't know. Why did you email me? I'm standing right next to you. I don't know how that works in this version, though. I know Nico also wanted me to go to the memorial. I think, right? Hold on. I just checked my email, and then you guys sent me a bunch more. What does this fucking work? Run towards the plains. You see my message, mate? I'm off to the great adventure of the railroad plains. It seems just a tiny bit tougher than I thought. So if you're up to it, it's a crossroad. You found that bus. I didn't find the bus with you. What do you mean? What? You weren't there. You can't trick me. I know you weren't there. Stop sending me emails. Getting sick of your shit, game. Stop it. I want to play the game. I spent so much time training. I can't keep checking emails. Remember that kid that was talking all big earlier? There's no way you can beat that ultimate level in perfect shape, Mamimon. Hurry, you might catch up with him. Couldn't have gotten that far. Could you please stop before he gets himself in trouble? Up until then, Mamimon was just hanging around the city and bragging. I bet the guy was pretty bored. He kept saying he wanted to put his powers to test and be on the sea, but given his metal body, he can't. Probably hanging out on the coast of the railroad plains. He's definitely going to be in a bad mood, so be careful. Thanks, man. Yeah, so this is definitely a Decode thing, because Mamimon, I think, was added as Decode. Oh, I have to do this first. He doesn't want to do it while Akihos, or, well, Digitorin's with me, which I guess makes sense. I probably can only have one Digimon accompany me at the time. I wonder how strong Mamimon is. Maybe I shouldn't go up and attack him. Alright, that's another MP disc, which I currently don't need. God, is she going to tell me where in the railroad plains Aki is? Hold on. No. But she's headed towards that cave. Okay. Why? This didn't exist in the PSP version, so I'm slightly fuzzy on it. I do have a feeling that when we wake up, we're going to have a different Numon. And I can also confirm that I did not find the ray gun for Vademon. So, I don't have a backup plan. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, that's just my life. That's just my lot in life. Oh, I do remember this. I remember this. Yeah. She talks to him and stuff like that. See, this time it grabbed me from super far away. Okay, she made friends, but then they fought. So I don't know what's going on here. I was skipping the dialogue a little bit. Maybe I should read this. I've only read the Decode dialogue once. Oh, they don't have enough MP to use their moves. God, there's so many of them. Great. I'm gonna run out of MP for real. Even though I joked and said I don't need the MP disc. Oh, they keep spawning in, I think. There you go. You know what, while we're at it, have a high-speed plug-in. I like how their sizes keep changing, too. Oh, I just noticed the thing at the bottom shows you what you're currently buffed with. Looks like there's 4 ranks for each stat. Man, I wish I had an AoE move. Or one move with slightly more range. Oh my god. It just keeps going. How many of these do I have to fucking beat? Like, I vaguely remember this, but I don't remember the details at all. Also, Digitorin gets an AoE attack. What the fuck? Oh, I'm out of MP. Are you kidding me right now? Are you actually joking? God, what is it, like 30? There's so many. please. I'm begging you. Oh, also, the high-speed plug-in wore off. That's interesting. I don't think that happens in Next Order. I think if you get, as long as you don't die, I think you keep the buffs. I could be wrong, though. Like, do they want me to do something here? No, okay. I think I had to defeat like 20 of them. Oh, and 1 meat, thanks. You're so generous, game. She's freaking out. Don't pay attention. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I have to challenge her at the Coliseum now. Cool. Oh, there's a Digivolution item over there. Vademon? Vademon, is that you? Nightmare Egg. Oh, it's Digitomon. Great. Well, let me make a safety save. So that if I do die in my sleep, I can at least Digivolve first. Which is a very grim thing to say. Okay. I wonder if I can unlock this cave now that Tsukaimon exists. What happened? Supposed to meet someone here, but my friend never showed up. We promised to explore the cave together. I forget something like that. Where in the world? If you're sir, can you bring as many Digimon as you can back to the city? You can obtain various... Oh, right. You need to get 15 and get Tsukaimon. Okay. That's fine. Well, considering that there's a potty right over there, I don't mind using this one now. I also haven't checked to see which Digimon I get. I have a pretty suspicious feeling that it's or a pretty good feeling it's Digitomon. Yeah. Oh, I couldn't see. Oh, there's another Digivolution item over there. Neat. Whoa, he dropped a lot. Hold on. I know one of them was a card. He dropped an Energy Lemon. Oh, they were in this game too. Interesting. And a blue chip. I thought I had the blue chip from before. Who knows? Normal potty. Gonna go over to this. God. The invisible walls and some of the stuff in this game. Explosive Rapid Fists. I actually don't know who this is. It's a couple different Digimons could be. Champions, Mock Galgamon. I guess that makes sense. There are a lot of Digimon that punch things. That's not really like an identifier. That doesn't really narrow it down for me. More mail. Okay, it's Akiya. They're gonna be like, hey, come fight me at the Coliseum, which is what my event normally was before we did this. That's what my event used to be. Before the Decode content was added. Ooh, this isn't even... Oh, this is a 3-star one. Ooh. It should have like 2 more hours before I have to go to sleep. Nope, don't do... You have an Energy Lemon. I don't really need it, so might as well clear my inventory. I don't remember if you can expand your inventory in this game. I don't think you can. I think it just starts at 20. It has been quite some time, and also if it's like an endgame decode thing, I might just not know about it because I only did a little bit of the endgame last time. All right, we'll try and help out Nico in the time allotted. We'll see. Wow, so many Digivolution items. That's what I meant about the randomizers. That the item pool is so wild. Golden Angel Wings. That's Seraphimon. There's so many different items that the randomizer can pop out that it's going to be a lot of Digivolution items and a lot of stat boosting chips. Righteous Mane. Is that Unimon? I don't know who the fuck that would be. Using a Rookie Digimon. Oh, Leomon. I guess that makes sense. And then who's the Golden Wings? Ultimate into Seraphimon. Yeah, go. Alright then. Okay. Lend me your partner. Don't break it. Hand your Digitize Nico. That's not me. Oh, maybe I won't do this right now. This seems like a... yeah, I'm not going to do that just yet. Because I don't like the ability of not being able to save and stuff. I kind of want to just see what happens after an hour, so... maybe I'll just go and rest. I need to know if Numon digivolves or if he dies. Because I think the Devil Chip killed him because his lifespan isn't good enough, but I also think that he'll probably digivolve if I get another day because he'll meet the requirements then. I think it was specifically the age thing that I'm waiting on, and if the Devil Chip robbed me of the max age that I could attain, then that would make sense. Also, I can get some HP and MP back. Just a sleepy boy? Just an EB boy? Yeah. I will, but in a different save slot. Hmm? Great. God damn it. This doesn't tell me if the evolutions are fucking broken or not. Ah! Alright. It ended the same way that, it ended the same way that it did before. Yeah, you're telling me about summoning cores, right? Sure. Sure, man. I've got nothing else, right? Why not? Yeah, let's go ahead and save. Yep. Transfer it. I did some training. Alright, for true randomness. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, it does say that Agumon replaced, or Chumon replaced Agumons. That's interesting. But it's also in the wrong Digi-Egg. So that's confusing. Because it should be this one, right? I'm just going to do this. I'm going to look away. And, okay. The only reason I looked back before picking is that I wanted to make sure I didn't get the gray one. Because the gray one might have given me Chumon again. What if it was just a Seraphimon? Is this a big lad? Hold on. It's still Rex. I haven't changed my mind. I mean, he seems slightly bigger. No, he's bigger for sure. Okay, yeah. Alright, I hope that this carries into your next evolution as well. Alright, that's going to be the end of the part 2. I have never done this badly in a Digimon World game. I don't know if it's because Chumon and Numon aren't the best stock of Digimon, but I'm slightly worried that the evolutions aren't randomized, in which case it's open season on those evolution cores. I'm just going to use them as soon as I get them. And that will be the randomized effect, where who knows when to find on the ground. So, but that's going to be it for part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in for part 3 after I train up. I'm going to wait. I'm going to train up to get a champion, and then I'm going to get that champion stats for its ultimate, if possible. If that's too long, and then I might just give up. But I'm going to do that just so that we can run along and continue the story. But we'll see. We will know for sure by the time part 3 starts if evolutions are in fact randomized. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.